Bill. What? Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
So, Star Wars Celebration, this is the official poster. Obviously Japanese inspired because it's in Tokyo. And I love this. I'm starting to get over my initial not thrilled reaction about Japanese art. I wouldn't mind having something like this with the OG characters for my office to go along with the Art Deco Han Solo picture. I think that would be kind of eclectic and incongruous. But this is what's going on, and I was looking at the events because I wanted to see where everybody was going. First off, I was shocked to see a few people that were going to be there that were named on the Get the Fuck Out of Here list that Disney put out. But these two are doing the Mando and Grogu panel opening day. It's the only panel John is doing. Dave has two. It's the other one that Dave is on he's talking about Ahsoka. So, and that's on Sunday. That's, I think, likely the last panel. And I think the Mando and Grogu one is going to be important, but the Ahsoka one is going to be important too because Ahsoka is the key to getting rid of the sequel trilogy. Always a reason why they had the World Between Worlds, and now that Anakin has come into his destiny as the true chosen one to change, to bring balance to the Force, there you go. But let's talk about Mando and Grogu. So John and Dave are going to talk about Mando and Grogu. I don't really think that there's any space for Kathleen Kennedy to be there. There's no place for her to parade some bullshit out. Okay, there's just no place for it. And after what she did at Star Wars Celebration 2023, I'm pretty sure that Bob Iger and the powers that be at Disney, including the investors who I guess have been leaning on Iger to make her go away, I've had enough of her. I don't know. But let's watch. All right. I want to say something here. That this is just going to be something about what it's going to look like. They're probably going to show a sizzle reel, maybe. It's in post-production now. And in my opinion, this is going to be probably the best panel outside of Ahsoka, because those are the two shows we're all looking forwards to. Let's talk. Upcoming is the video from South by Southwest Conference where Jon Favreau introduced the Imagineers and the droids for Mando and Grogu, and it appears he has to backtrack because he said too much.
What I really like, since the beginning of the way technology was used at Disneyland, is there's this storytelling and human performance and puppeteering behind it. And so it's still keeping that human storytelling alive, which I think is what I connect with most at Disneyland. And we're going to be working together on other things too, right? So we have, sorry. We're going to be working with them again because as I visited the Imagineering and saw them, I thought there was a great opportunity to use them, not just in the parks, but in the movie. So we brought some photos here from the film set of Mandalorian Grogu. So there they are on the set. They're great performers.
Now, he backtracked on that. And here's another thing. This is a picture from the events, who's going to be there from Star Wars Celebration page, Japan, where it's an old picture. It's from his Marvel days, it looks like to me. Why? That's a question you guys need to answer. Or it's a question I think all of us need to have answered because the celebration is so subdued. There's something obviously going on. Let's talk about Lin-Wen Brennan. There was a rumor about Kennedy's little right hand, major domo running around going to ILM. And funny, she's on the Industrial Light and Magic 50-year visual effects panel at Celebration. The rumor is she was going there to lead it. Okay, I think it's a very strange thing, but it gets her away from the main storytelling. All she's got to worry about is how the special effects go, right? And in my opinion, this says a lot. But let's talk more, because there's more to this than Lin-Wen Brennan kinda, in a way, confirming the rumor.
I was at the movies. Excuse me, I believe I asked you to put a chick in this and make her gay.
So this is Ashley Sharp. She was on the list on January 10th of 2023 to see her job terminated. She's basically nothing more than a High Republic drooling weirdo, and I got the feeling she was very hard to get along with. She's now part of Lucasfilm Games, and she's going to be on the gaming panel with some other people from Lucasfilm and other people from the companies that Lucasfilm is working with. She was part of the story group, okay? She was at the High Republic, Project Luminous dumpster fire at Lucas, at the Skywalker Ranch. Bit Reactor developer panel with Respawn Entertainment and Lucasfilm. So there you go. These are the other people there. They're going to be there. So they're really focusing on the gaming. Now we've got, we're being haunted by the Acolyte. Manny Jacinto, who played Queer Meyer, Queermier. That's not the way they spell it in the show. It's the way I spell it because the character was definitely that way. He's just being there to be honored and to sign autographs. It's going to be very interesting who gets more play from the fans, him or Hayden Christensen. Because Hayden's there too. My money's on Christensen. Now let's talk about Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni, of course, has the Mando and Grogu panel. He's also got the Ahsoka panel. Back in 2008, when Clone Wars first appeared, Ahsoka was basically, with George's blessing, his and George's creation. Now, I disagree strongly that Anakin would have been allowed a Padawan. At that time, it would have made more sense if she was Obi-Wan's Padawan, but that can't be fixed. And she's basically his baby. And he's doing the Ahsoka panel. I believe it's the last panel on Celebration stage, which is the main stage, at Celebration on Sunday. Ahsoka is almost more important than Mando and Grogu because Ahsoka is where Anakin's going to appear and a lot of things are going to happen. If you remember right, I think it was 2 years ago, Filoni was talking to somebody and said, we're fixing the timeline or changing it. Then that quote was changed to, he was changing changed to he was talking to an individual to they erased it completely. So there's something going on. I think, despite all the naysayers like Gary Nerdrotic and the rest of that gaslighting filth, Ahsoka's very important. So both Mando and Grogu and Ahsoka are obviously the most important panels, and there's going to be a lot of subtext. And subtext, I mean, of what's actually going on at Lucasfilm. Again, John shows up for Mandalorian and Grogu. We have his backtracking at South by Southwest. Lin-Wen Brennan is basically part of the panel for ILM's 50-year anniversary. That's weird. You've got Ashley Sharp being moved to games. And again, you've got, the publishing, which talks about in novels about the sequel trilogy and no one really cares. The comic books and, of course, manga will be prominent. I think they're doing a panel on Visions, too. So my attitude about this is that we may get an announcement about who's leading Lucasfilm. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, you can see subtle changes without them saying there are subtle changes going on. Lin-Wen Brennan's title hasn't changed. I'm not even sure what Ashley Sharp's title is. All I know is that she was removed from publishing to go to gaming. And now she's working under under the gaming guys that have been there. All right. So my advice for you guys is, you know what? Relax. This is going to be a more relaxed, I think, version of Star Wars Celebration. There was a reason why they didn't do it last year, and they're doing it this year for a reason. It's very subdued. It doesn't look like there's going to be any special announcements, I don't think. And there's no free-for-all panel that they used to have, where somebody like Kennedy could undercut everybody. Okay, and what's interesting, and I want you guys to walk away from it with this. You got Favreau and Filoni opening it up together. The end is Filoni talking about Ahsoka by himself. Every other celebration, they would have been together. That divides the worry that some people had of them being undercut. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just want you guys to get ready. We've got less than a month now, and I'm sure there's going to be more information coming out about Kennedy soon. They got to say something. Okay? This is Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy.